Hello, everyone. Very good evening. A very warm welcome to everyone joining us today from around the world. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to special edition of School of Thought, Sustainable Horizon, where we look beyond statistics and policy documents to explore the real human stories, passion, and purpose driving global change. And this exclusive educational forum is powered by IPRH. And this IPRH is an educational research and consultant center founded by Professor Dr. Mohammad Shaidas Parvez. He is the CEO and the founder of the organization. It is a government registered organization, and its objectives are to advance and spread knowledge of various national and international business settings and trends through research, academic collaboration, and business engagement. The main goal of the IPRH is to enlighten the independent perception of individual thoughts by sharing research news, providing training and brainstorming, research project consultation with innovative ideas, and organize talk shows with different research people from different areas around the world. So, true interested research scholars are most welcome to join IPRH and follow this page and share your innovative ideas and research and contribute to the society and the world because IPRH believes that knowledge is power. In align with IPRH mission and vision, in this forum, we talk about education and lifestyle. Today, our spotlight is on a goal that serves as the foundation for almost every other form of human progress. Yes, which is all about United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 4, quality education. When we hear the word education, it is easy to picture breaks and motor classrooms, standardized tests, and rows of desks. But true quality education is so much bigger than the exam score. It is about human empowerment. It is the spark that transforms curiosity into confidence, builds critical thinking, and teaches empathy alongside academics. Achieving SDG 4 isn't just about getting every child through a school door. It is about what happens once they are inside. It is about ensuring every learner, regardless of their background, zip code, or learning style, is given a fair opportunity to be seen, valued, and nurtured. It is about creating a safe, inclusive spaces that prepare young minds not just to navigate the future, but to shape it with wisdom and heart. Real educational transformation requires more than rigid systems. It takes empathetic leadership, creative pedagogy, and a community wide commitment to supporting the educators and children on the front lines of learning. We are joined today by a brilliant panel of voices who are actively shaping the future of learning, championing educational equity, and nurturing global competencies in the next generation. So let's open our minds and start the conversation. Please help me welcome our wonderful guest, Professor Dr. Mohammad Shairis Parvez, all the way from Bangladesh, and Professor Dr. Sprisa Delija from Albania, and our third guest, Professor Dr. Gloria Fiona from Nigeria. Welcome to the podium. Good evening. Hope you all doing well today. Yes, let me begin the conversation with our first guest today, Professor Muhammad Shaidas Parvez. Yes, Professor Dr. Muhammad Shairas Parvez, DBA, honored by PLOU and AMC USA, CHRC USA, MDHR of Canada, PDSL USA, MDS NSU, MBASCU, BBACU honors, International Award winner, Chancellor's Gold Medalist. He is an international author, academician, researcher, consultant, advisor, columnist, and writer. Sir Professor Parvez is an internationally recognized academic and development economist, researcher, and organizational leader with over 20 years of experience in higher education, research, and strategic management. He is the founder and the chairman of the Independent Perception and Research Hub, IPRH Bangladesh, promoting research, innovation, and sustainable development through global collaboration. His research interests include development economics, renewable energy, sustainable finance, ESG, education, and public policy. Professor Parviz has authored and co authored more than 29 research publications and serves in several national and international academic and professional leadership roles, advancing evidence based policy and quality education initiatives. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us tonight. And this is my great honor have you on our platform. How are you doing, sir? So
Okay,
you're
am I audible?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
How are you doing this evening, sir? Thank you
Okay.
for
So
joining
thank
us.
you. Uh, I'm fine. Thank you so much, Madam Saima, for inviting me in this series of thoughts, the SDG series. So you are actually doing a great job. This is a very necessary topic for today's because almost we are the end of the era of SDGs. So
Yes.
it is a
Yes, sir.
very wonderful thing that you are doing these types of program through IPRH Oman. So I am again thanking you for inviting me in this
Yes.
platform.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Thank you very much. And sir, you have a long time experience of with education in the field of education, in the especially in higher education, and you are like eminent person. So I would like to ask you, sir, what is like in the era of artificial intelligence? How must lifelong learning evolve to ensure that no generation is left behind?
Uh, Thank you for your brilliant question. Because it's a era of AI. All of us actually now depends on AI technologies nowadays. So in my educational academic career, so I observed that yes, there are lots of students actually they at one moment of time when we was the student actually at that time we have no technological support at that time, so we have only Yahoo platform and Yahoo messenger. We just using this kind of thing, and after that day by day it is updated, and now the word is come that is called AI, the artificial intelligence. And you asked me the question, what is the lifelong learning with AI, and how can this actually related with the student, that how they are actually cope up these AI technologies. Because if we think that we are on the age of the last period of time, less than 5 years of time, then it is when the goal number 4 is come, the quality education or the mass education, education for all, each of the thing actually related with this banner. So how can we actually combine this thing with AI technology? Because when is disease? 4 actually started in 2015. At that time, we actually not aware of the AI technologies in this educational sector. But now it is an era that come that each and everything actually related with AI technology. And if we think that that students are doing something using AI, that is not actually bad for them. Actually, that is a creative technology for them, because like, I'm just giving one experience. My child age is 7, so at that in this age, he actually using chat GPTs, and using chat GPTs in a positive way. How it is positive? That he just said, "Okay, tell me one story of our village policies or something." Chat GPT is showing everything. So it is a good way of learning with the technological thing like AI blending with education and giving us the activity based learning education. On the meantime, if many of my students actually doing their assignment by using AI technology, so that is actually AI technology, but in a wrong way. So you are using the AI technology, not using your brain. You are using a brain from the apps or brain from the AI. So I think if we are dependent on AI, then this will not become a lifelong education learning thing for us, because who actually create AI, who actually founded AI, who actually build this AI? Actually, we are the people actually created the robots, the AI, that this thing. But if this kind of thing actually doing bad for us, then I think we should that is called the blending this thing with some positive way, like in the institution they have the AI resources. If the institution has the AI resources, then institution can easily protect this thing from their side. So and you know that in this era we have some tools that is called Turnitin. So in this kind of tools, you can easily check that how your student actually doing the assignment, the thing they can using the AI or not. Okay, now come to the point that education system actually must prioritize alongside of the human skills, and in each and every learner actually who is not only the technological professional, they should understanding the fundamental of AI. If they are not left behind, if in from your question, if they are not behind left behind, then they must understanding the fundamental technology of AI, including the capacities, the capabilities, the ethical implication, also the responsible use of AI. Like in medicine, doctors use AI technology for curing the medicine, for judging the medicine, for find out the that is called the treatment. How can they go for the treatment? So in this way, if we are using the AI with each and every educational that is called each and every educational area, like if I just say one thing, that you are from the background of business, I'm from the background of economics, Dr. Deleja is background from another area, then Dr. Gloria is background from another area. But you, if you just observe that Oxford Dictionary actually give us each and every background dictionary that is called pedagogical, or that is called the that how we can use the terminology of that area. Like Oxford Dictionary, they just created the business dictionary. the economics language dictionary, the medical dictionary, the psychological dictionary. So if each and every area of education, if they want to capture the AI, then they should create the terminological area AI in education. Like from the business people, they are using the business size site AIs, and on the science background student, they can using that background AI. In this way, they are learning the fundamental things of AI. If I think that Chat GPTs or another AI apps is all in all, whatever I wish in my mind, but the Chat GPT is the that is called the genie of Aladdin, then it is not actually the right thing. So Chat GPT is not the genius of Aladdin that we just touch and said, okay, genie, I want this thing. You
Exactly.
must use this kind of AI by using your own brain, by using your own capacity. For that reason, I use that capacity, capability. If you have no capacity for using the AI, then you can't use it. Then you use by your own self. So in this way, actually, if we just related all these things, actually it is a lifelong learning related with the inclusive and exclusive side of our communities. Like if I want to use any kind of AI in education, then we must understand the communitical respect. Like I I am from Bangladesh, you are from Oman, Dr. Gloria from Nigeria, Dr. Deleza from Albania. Then each of the countries must represent the AI on their own community base. Then a student will learn more and more. Otherwise, they can using many things in a destructive way. I use the word in a destructive way. Like if I am believing in my community, if I think that, oh, I am not believing in that community, so I am just writing anything to AI, just doing anything bad thing for that, writing for that community. So in this way, we can actually limit it, the use of AI in our education, and we use the activity based AI in our activity based learning education. Like we are actually in a goal number 4, and in a
Yes.
goal number 4, one thing actually we must remember thing that quality education. If AI give us the quality education, then I am positively agreed that yes, it is a lifelong learning for our student. If AI not give us a quality education, like we are doing anything by using AI, doing any assignment by using AI technology, then I think this type of AI should be limited for the student, should be limited for the student, or institutional. Like every universities has the licensed version of that AI, that yes, our student use this licensed version of AI technology in our library, so they can use this kind of AI in their library. From that licensed version, you cannot doing anything without the permission of the institution. So I think in this way, if we think, then we can actually go reach the goal number 4, that is called quality education. Like it is actually in the quality education, we have the elder education, we have the mass education, we have the low income population education. So another point I just added lastly, that AI, we should we should ensure that in this era of SDGs 4, AI for everyone, AI for every student. Like my urban student using the AI and my rural student not using that kind of facilities, then I think that type of AI will not give us the lifelong learning behind with the educational sector. So I think I am just clearing my point on your question. So thank you so much, madam, for inviting me in your program that is called the School of Thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That was deep and inside. That is a powerful message that you share with us. Thank you very much for that. And with this, let's move on to our next speaker,
Okay,
Professor Dr.
madam, I am just tell one thing that
Yes.
I have another important meeting. So I want to, if you give me the permission, I want to live on this platform.
Sure, sir. Sure,
Please.
sir. Thank you so much for joining us, and it's a great honor and pleasure. Thank you so much, sir. Please take the lead.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Dr. Delisa, thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Gloria, and thank you, Madam Saima. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. And with this, let's move on to Professor Dr. Sprisha Deleja from Albania. She is a professor of English in the Faculty of Foreign Language at Tirana University, Albania. She's been teaching for 52 years now, born and brought up in Albania, international and national speaker, trainer, book writer, poet, leader, conference organizer, and philanthropist, and also a global peace ambassador. And thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us tonight. And it's a great pleasure. Yes, I would like to ask you, ma'am, you have also a vast experience in education field, and you have seen and you have been with many improving students education level. So I would like to ask you, if access to education is a fundamental human right, why does a child's
Yeah.
postal code
Um,
still determine the
before
quality?
starting, yeah.
Yeah, do you hear me, ma'am? Yes, please go ahead.
Sorry, you are frozen.
Okay, okay. So I would like to repeat the question for you. If access to education is a fundamental human right, why does a child's postal
Now,
code?
before.
All right?
Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Mm. Now, before starting to answer the question, I would like first of all to say that I'm honored to speak about Sustainable Development Goal 4, quality education, one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals adopted by the United Nations in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. And this comes from the report written by the United Nations in 2015. I would like to thank you personally, Professor Dr. Shiyama Marikkar, who really um, you've been a great inspiration to me as well. Being together in some of the platforms containing and talking about the educational reformation in this era, I mean, in the 21st century. So I'm honored to be a speaker at the Independent Perception and Research Hub with presence like the sustainable edition of School of Thought, hosted by you, Dr. Shiyama Marikkar, the beautiful voice I would call, the country director of IPRH in Oman. And being proud with you, not only, but being proud being with everyone that is following us. Special thanks go to Professor Parvez, SHRC founder chairman and the CEO IPRH. So I'm also grateful to all the distinguished participants in this, taking part in this session. So, being a long life educator and teacher trainer, international and national one, I would say that this year, in the on the 25th of August, um, my birthday in the educational system goes to like 52 years old, though I'm older than that. So I'm over 70 now. So you see that it's a very long journey in the educational system and working for not only the Albanian system, educational system, but also for the Balkans educational system and also European one. Being involved in too many projects concerning European um, the Council of the Educational System in Europe. So, education is more than attending school. Coming to the answer of to reply the question now. So, education is not more than attending school or earning a diploma. It is a fundamental human right, a powerful tool for reducing poverty, promoting peace, improving health, and and also creating sustainable societies. Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, but also to identify the country, who the country is, and what's the shape of that. So, CDG4 aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Being involved in some of the projects, European and beyond. In the TESOL international project on professional development of the teachers across the world. I would say that the goal recognizes that every child, young person, and adult deserves access to education that develops knowledge, skills, creativity, critical thinking, and responsible citizenship. So, quality education is not simply about enrolling children in school, it is about ensuring them and giving them a comfortable place how to sit in the school and giving the right to receive education, to feel safe, and to be supported by um, ensuring they learn effectively, feel safe, are supported by qualified teachers. But why does it matter? Education transforms lives in many ways, like, the professor just said in his introduction talk. First, it reduces poverty. According to UNESCO, every student, every additional year of schooling increases an individual's earning potential and contributes to economic growth. Second, education improves health outcomes. Educated individuals make healthier decisions, understand disease prevention, and contribute to healthier families and communities. Also, educated people, or education in general, um, just makes it possible to put the world into peace, because we see that there is war, troublesome, going round about the world. And the third issue is that education promotes gender equality. Girls who receive quality education, they are more likely to delay early marriage, participate in the workforce, and become leaders in their communities. This is regulated by law in our country. Girls are not allowed to get married until they go at the age of 17 or 18 years old. And finally, education strengthens democracy, tolerance, and peace. It teaches respect for diversity, human rights, and social responsibility. Like I love Malala Yousafzai, a brilliant student, but also she is an echo for all the women in the world to defend women for their educational system. So she said, one child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world. And really, it is true. We teachers play a great role in educating the new generation. So, what are the global challenges nowadays? Like we can see that there is a lot of, there are a lot of problems going around about. We should make aware people who live in poverty and how to come out of this poverty, where many children cannot read or understand a simple text by age 10 or earlier or even later than that. Teacher shortages nowadays, we see that there are a lot of teachers quitting their job because of so many reasons. Limited access to digital technology, like the professor mentioned in his talk. Educational inequalities affecting rural communities, refugees, children with disabilities, and girls. The lasting effects of the COVID 19 that we can see the consequences of that, which disrupted learning for over 1.6 billion students worldwide. So all these challenges remind us that access alone is not enough. So being physically in the school is not enough. Quality matters. But what does quality education looks like? So quality education has several essential characteristics, like it is inclusive, it is equitable, where we provide equal opportunities regardless of gender, disability, economic background, and ethnicity. It develops not only academic knowledge, but also essential 21st century competencies such as critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, digital literacy, problem solving, emotional intelligence, global citizenship. So, students today need to become lifelong learners because the world is changing rapidly, not like it used to change before. But what is the role of the teachers? So the teachers remain the heart of educational transformation. I would say that technology and artificial intelligence can support teaching. They are good tools for teachers to keep them in their hands and to work, but they cannot replace the human connection the teachers create. Students need human skills by the teachers to embrace them, to hug them, to know them, and why not to feed them. So, excellent teachers inspire curiosity, encourage independent thinking, provide, let's say, emotional support, and cultivate ethical values. So, to achieve CDG4, teachers need continuous professional development, either independently or organized by the community, organized by the Directorate of Education in the region or in the country, in the city, or they can do it through different kinds of teachers' associations. Access to modern teaching resources, digital skills, so they need to be equipped with digital skills. What else? Supportive international leadership and educational leadership as well. Recognition of their professional contribution. Investing in teachers means investing in the future because we should keep in mind we are not filling empty vessels with only hard skills like knowledge, only knowledge, but we have to prepare human beings for the society. So, innovation and lifelong learning um, includes project based learning, collaborative learning, inquiry based approaches, technology enhanced institutions and incorporation, um, artificial intelligence use responsibility, personalized learning pathways. So, learning should not stop after graduation, but it should promote lifelong learning, encourage people to get developed into different kinds of skills throughout their lives. So, in today's rapidly changing world, lifelong learning is becoming a necessity rather than a choice. And what we can do. Schools should create inclusive and safe learning environments. Teachers should continue developing professionally and embrace innovation. Parents should actively support children's learning. Students should cultivate curiosity and become long life learners. Communities should recognize education as a shared responsibility. So every contribution matters. And as a conclusion, I would say that quality education is the foundation upon which all other sustainable development goals depend. Without education, it is difficult to eliminate poverty, to improve health, to promote gender equality, to foster innovation, to protect the environment, and also to work for the wellness of our people. So, as educators, but also we include here the policymakers, the parents, the citizens, so all the actors and the stakeholders participating in the educational system shall share the responsibility of ensuring that every learner has access not just to education, but to quality education. So let us remember that education does not simply prepare people for the future. Education creates the future, and we should promote this quote. We should promote education for the future and to prepare students and the future generation to serve their own country, but also to serve the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful and very insightful, Dr. Spresha. Yes, it was very nice to hear to all the points that you raised here. From human right, education is a human right, and how it acts as a fundamental thing for each and every aspect of life, from health to society and the environment, and educated well decision makers, also the people who are educated people, right? So education is the fundamental of everything, and you beautifully mentioned the importance of it. Thank you so much for your insight and joining with us tonight. And with this, let me, yeah, invite our my dear sister, Dr. Gloria. Uh, she is from Nigeria. She is a distinguished educational leader, founder, and CEO of Walk Through Education and Kiddies Press Club. Yes, my dear sister, you also have a vast experience with
Thank
education,
you.
in the field of education, with educators especially. And I would like to ask you, are we educating children to pass the standardized tests, or are we equipping them to save the planet? What's your take on this? I would like to hear.
Thank you very much, dear sister. Thank you. All protocols duly observed. I'm very happy to be here today. When I first saw the question, I realized it isn't asking us to, choose between examination and environmental responsibility. It is asking us to examine the true purpose of education.
Thank you.
So let me begin with a simple statement. If education only helps a child pass an examination but fails to help that child solve real world problems, then education has not fully achieved its purpose. Examinations are important. They provide structure, accountability, and a way to measure certain aspects of learning. I'm not against standardized tests. In fact, assessment has its own place in education. However, we must be honest enough to admit that many of our education systems have gradually shifted from teaching for understanding to teaching for performance. We celebrate high scores, yet sometimes overlook whether learners have developed empathy, creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, ethical leadership, and environmental responsibility. A child may score 95% in science and still litter the environment. A learner may learn or earn an A in geography and still have little understanding of the climate change. Someone may memorize every definition in a textbook, yet struggle to work with others to solve community challenges. This reveals an important truth. Knowledge without application changes very little. The world our children are inheriting is very different from the one many of us grew up in. They are facing climate change, pollution, biodiversity loss, food insecurity, water shortage, artificial intelligence, misinformation, mental health challenges, and widening inequalities. These problems will not disappear because students remembered the correct multiple choice answer. They will require young people who can think critically, innovate responsibly, and collaborate across cultures, communicate effectively, and also act with compassion. That is why education must move beyond preparing learners for examination alone. It must prepare them for life. The planet does not need people who only knows facts. It needs people that are problem solvers. The planet needs innovators. It needs ethical leaders. It needs citizens who understand that every daily decision has consequences for humanity and the environment. One of the greatest lessons we can teach children is that they are not just consumers of the world, they are caretakers of it. Imagine a classroom where learners don't merely study pollution, but investigate waste problems within their own community and design recycling solutions. Now, another one, imagine students who don't simply memorize the sustainable development goals, but actively contribute to achieving them through local projects. Imagine children learning mathematics by calculating household energy consumption, science by planting school gardens, language by writing persuasive letter advocating environmental actions, and also technology by designing solutions for community challenges. This is what education should look at. That is education with purpose. As educators, we often ask ourselves, what will be on the examination questions? Perhaps we should also begin asking what will be needed in the future. Because the future will not ask our learners how many examination questions they answered correctly. It will ask whether they can solve problems, where they can work with people from different backgrounds, where they can also make ethical decisions, protect natural resources, create solutions that improve lives. Standardized tests can measure what students remember on a particular day, but they rarely measure resilience. They rarely measure kindness, creativity, courage. They rarely measure environmental stewardship. Yet, these are precisely the qualities that sustainable societies require. This does not mean we should abolish examination. No. Rather, we should broaden our understanding of success. Assessment should include problem solving, creativity, collaboration, community engagement, communication among peers, and responsible citizenship. Success should not only be measured by grades, it should also be measured by impact. As educators, our responsibility is much greater than delivering curriculum. Every lesson we teach communicates values. Every classroom routines models behavior. Every project shapes attitude. Children learn as much from what we demonstrate as from what we explain. If we recycle, they notice. If we conserve resources, they notice. If we show respect for diversity, they also notice. If we encourage curiosity instead of memorization, they still watch and notice. In many ways, we are not only teaching subjects, we are shaping future citizens. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 4 reminds us that quality education should promote sustainable development, global citizenship, human rights, gender equality, peace, and responsible living. Notice that it doesn't simply speak about literacy or numeracy. No, it speaks about preparing learners to build a better world. This means every teacher, regardless of your subject, has an opportunity to contribute. An English teacher can nurture empathy through literature. A mathematics teacher can analyze environmental data. A science teacher can inspire innovation. An arts teacher can promote sustainability through creative reuse. A history teacher can help learners understand how human decisions have shaped civilization. Every classroom can become a place where success or where not it should become a place where children learn not only to succeed personally, but also to contribute globally. As someone deeply committed to education, I believe our greatest legacy will never be the examination results displayed on school notice boards. Our greatest legacy will be generations we leave behind. Generation that think before acting. A generation that values people over profit. A generation that understands that caring for the environment is not an extracurricular activity. It is a responsibility because these days, many people use it as an extracurricular activity. A generation that believes education is not merely about earning certificates, but also about creative, positive change. So are we educating children to pass standardized tests, or are we equipping them to save the planet, just like the question says? My answer is this. We should do both. But if we must prioritize, we must never allow examination to become more important than education itself. Passing a test may open the door to a university or to higher education, but learning to solve problems, care for others, think critically, and protect our planet opens the door to humanity's future. Let us teach children not only how to answer questions or on paper, but also how to answer the challenges of the world. Because the true measure of education is not what learners remember after the examination. It is what they do when they step into the society. With this little response I've given, I appreciate being here with you today. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that was really, you nailed it. Exactly. Thank you very much for highlighting the importance of teaching the both skills, hard skills and the soft skills. Yes, of course. There are two doors. We cannot say this is not important and this is not less important. So thank you so much for bringing it up to the light for everyone. And with this, I think Dr. Sprisha has another appointment today, so she is not there with us. So let me ask a question. We have a question from our audience today. And can we have that on screen? Yes. So Professor Mihir asked us how AI can ensure quality education. QE includes quality teacher, quality student, quality teaching methods. quality infrastructure, and so forth. So, quality education approach must be comprehensive and holistic. Please comment, he has said. What is your take on it? How AI can ensure quality education? Yes, Dr. Gloria, would you like to clarify his doubt? You're on mute.
Okay, please, could you repeat the question? Because I'm trying to read out the question from the platform, from the
Yes.
Facebook, but I can't find the question.
How AI can ensure quality education?
Okay, how AI can ensure quality
Ensure quality
education.
education.
All right, so with the little I know about AI, it's, sometimes people think that I know of a school that do not allow their students to use AI because they feel that it's going to ruin their memory. But I would say that AI can support quality education because when we teachers guide the students in authentic use or how to use it the right way, you will see that the children can learn, just like the first speaker said, that we can ask the students, that we can support the student and guide the student on how to use AI, but not just allowing them to use it on their own. So he mentioned something about his daughter being able to use AI to
Yes.
ask questions about where he is coming from,
Yes.
his motherland. So you can
Mhm.
see, children can use AI to ask questions. For instance, if you teach a subject in a classroom, that particular topic, the student can go behind the scene, maybe when he or she goes home, to ask questions based on to ask AI questions based on what the teacher has taught in the class. With this, the student will have broader view or broader knowledge about that particular topic that was taught in the class. But a situation whereby there is a misuse, I will say that that is no longer quality education, because when the children deviate from doing the right thing, asking silly questions, because sometimes they might ask questions that are not related to what, um, questions that are not supposed to be asked, age related questions per se, because AI can answer anything. That
Yes.
is where teachers need to guide the students. So whereby students are being guided on how to use AI, I think that the students will achieve quality education because there will be vast knowledge of every topic being taught in the classroom. So that's what I can say about that question.
Yes, thank you
That
very much,
is,
Dr. Gloria Fiona. That I think that she has clarified your question, and thank you for that query, Professor Mihir. And thank you all the audience joining with us tonight. Yes, with this, let me conclude the session. So if we come to the close now, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our eminent guests for sharing their expertise, passion, and the visionary hearts with us today. And also, all the audience tuning in from around the world. Thank you for investing your time for this vital conversation. And if our time together today has shown us anything, that sustainable development goal 4, quality education, is far more than a set of academic benchmarks or classroom metrics. Education is the bedrock of dignity, the engine of equity, and the single most powerful tool we have for building a more compassionate, sustainable world. Transforming education doesn't begin in distant corridors of power. It begins right where we are. It lives in the moments we validate a student's unique voice, when we create spaces where curiosity is celebrated over complaints, and when we champion systems that refuse to leave a learner behind. Every child deserves to be seen, to be heard, and to be given the courage to realize their fullest potential. human skills, most important thing. We cannot leave it behind. And also AI, using AI is a good thing, but it should be for guided. Students should be being guided by the university or maybe parents, how to use it and when to use it. Things should be given. And Dr. Professor Muhammad Shairas Parvez mentioned that institutions should uh, introduce license AI applications. So that was a good thing, because many people, they don't know where to find information and what is the limitation of that. So that kind of awareness should be bring forward. And yes, as Dr. Sprisha mentioned that education is the fundamental of everything. So we cannot expect a community which is left far behind in education and improve in other things. It's not possible. So we have to, like Nelson Mandela said, like education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change the world, right? And Malala Yousafzai, she said that one teacher, one pen can change the world. Yes, so we have to think wisely, not only teaching the subjects in the classrooms, and teach little bit of human touch into that communication, how to communicate, how to collaborate with people, how to take the responsibility of protecting the environment and taking care of the environment. This kind of ethical education is also important for the better future. So, as we step back into our homes, schools, and communities, let's hold up onto that truth that when we nurture a mind, we elevate a life. And when we educate with heart, we transform the future. So, thank you very much for being part of the School of Thought. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining, and keep inspiring the minds around you. Let me come again with you all with another episode of Sustainable Horizon. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Gloria.